I thought of Biafra freedom taking longer, and cause of that you tend to feel so low. I know our freedom is your greatest hunger. I thought of Biafra keeps your heart aglow. We will walk the line, this that we've known with time, gotta take it away. Just hold on and don't let go. Hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your flight's just a step away. Just hold on. Oh, hold on, do not let go. Just hold on. Let go. That flight's just a step away. Our history has never known no laughter. It's always been this red and black, no green. A nation of these blessed yet hungry people. We shine a brighter light, the world will see. We will touch the skies and set up a throne on high and reign with our God. Just hold on and don't let go. Hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. That flight's just a step away. Just hold on. Oh, hold on. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to some of you, depending on where you are. I welcome you to today's evening broadcast. While you are joining, kindly allow other people to join. If you are joining, allow others to join. We are going to make it brief. There is some, questions that pop up to my mind today. There are some things, some kind of, crazy investigation
I made today, and it led me to so many things. It led me to so many things, which I am going to, deliberate on. I am going to actually deliberate on it, and I want your opinion towards it because of what is going on in Nigeria, the nepotism, and every other thing that is going on in Nigeria. We are going to be addressing today, and we are going to be addressing in general every challenges that we are facing in that neo-colonial encroach called Nigeria. But before then, I want you to pay very good attention to the lamentation of MAZI NNAMDID KANU through the legal team. The lamentation of MAZI NNAMDID KANU through the legal team. Because you will see exactly what I posted initially on my page. Where MAZI NNAMDID KANU was lamenting and condemning, putting through a condemnation on those who are busy, doing all sort of crime, all heinous crime in Biafra land. I know that so many of them are doing it in order to paint the name of IPOB. They are doing it in order to make sure that we are seen as the bad guys. But it is not possible for us to be seen as a bad guy because we're always there to debunk all the plans and activities of the enemy. So that is exactly what we're here to do again today. Share this video. Let us make it brief. Let us make it, as usual. We need to understand, I need you to understand so many things that is, playing out in Nigeria right after addressing, the activities of those who are doing all sort of crime in Biafra land. And all this crime they are doing, actually, they are doing it in order to make, to make it seem as if it is IPOB. But I am happy today because I got an evidence to show that IPOB is innocent, to show that ESN is innocent. They have tried in many ways to tell you that we are violent people. They are crying when IPOB is not yet involved. They are crying when we are not yet involved. Imagine if eventually we get involved. Imagine what could happen. But they are still crying when we are not engaging in any insubordination or anything that is contrary to the law. We are still law abiding. They are crying. So let me touch on this lamentation that MAZI NNAMDID KANU made through Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. First of all, I'm going to read out those lamentations before we talk about it, because so many of you, commented different things. That is exactly the reason why I say I am going to talk about it. I am going to, read something about it because I gathered some investigation, and then I found out that it is best that I debunk it so that those who are commenting things that they do not know, those that are writing junks, that I want to address you, because if you look at the comment section on that post which I made earlier on today, you will see somebody who came to ask. There is, let me try to find out that comment before we proceed. Okay, somebody like Gregory Chukudum, they have names. He said in that comment section where I said this, he said this must be the statement of our director MAZI. He is a then I found out that it is best that I debunk it, so that those who are commenting things that they, people who give you, fake people who give you, our discussion centered on two main things, namely, as long as we know exactly what is going on, as long as we know the political game they are playing in the end, because like I tell you always, the reason for infiltration in IPOB is to find a way to make IPOB look as bad as Nigeria, government. They want to make IPOB look as bad as Nigeria government, who went and kidnapped Mazen, in Kenya without, proper, in fact, I can say it in a simple word. They kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They renditioned him off the book from Kenya. That Kenya said they do not know about it. Being that now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a ghost in the DSS dungeon, according to Kenyan government. So now they are going around trying to make us to look as bad as themselves, because of their engagement with a corruption, engagement with the illegal things, going to someone's countries, violating in their evil activities. That is number one reason of the infiltration of autopilot in IPOB, IDU, and all this rubbish. That is the reason why when they come to the media, they will be inciting violence only. Inciting violence, create some few hoodlums, which is given to them by some politicians to be causing mayhems in Biafra land. That is exactly what the reason why these things are happening. Let me read it before we go there, because I have a video to back this thing up. Let's read. Update on our routine visit to our indefatigable leader, Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at the headquarters of the Department of Security Service, DSS, in bracket, Abuja, on the 21st day of March 2022. Today we visited Onyendu, who is in the custody of the Department of Security Service, Abuja. Our interaction with him was quite fruitful and ended in a positive note. Our discussion centered on two main things, namely the frivolous criminal proceedings pending against him at the Federal High Court, Abuja, and the criminal destruction of the country home of Professor George Obiozo. Now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu talked about the attack on George Obiozo's residence. George Obiozo's residence. Let us hear from him. Let us listen more based on that. Onyendu remains firm and resolute in his conviction that his present experience is part of the sacrifice he is bound to make for the actualization of his dream for the emancipation of Umu Chineke. He reaffirmed the confidence he reposes in the legal team defending him at the Federal High Court, Abuja, ably led by Chief Mike Ozoko-Mesan, and praised that the ruling that will be delivered on the 8th of April 2022 on the notice of preliminary objection would end in his favor. Of course, it will end in his favor. That is the reason why you see the enemy is sharpened, their tooth in order to make sure they will find something else to give a reason. When we tell you guys that we need to be more diplomatic in everything that we do, you people don't understand it, because you people want people who give you, fake hope on a social media. Want people who will be telling you, now go and kill the military, go and do this, go and do that. That's what you people want, because you people are very, very, you don't understand. You people are, immature in the quest for, freedom of 21st century. I want you to understand that the freedom we are fighting for is not like that freedom that South Africa fought for. It is not like that freedom that other African nations fought for. We are fighting a freedom to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, number one, to break away from the power of neo-colonialism. It is quite different from the freedom that South Africa fought for. They fought, for democracy. They fought against apartheid regime. Now we are fighting against apartheid regime. We are fighting, to have our own nation, which Chukwu Kikabiama gave to us before the white man come from Europe and put us, together with some bigots. And now there is no way we are able to understand or work together with each other. That is exactly what is happening. And in this type of freedom fighting, we need to be more diplomatic, because what places us where we are is principle. And we can only use a stronger principle to counter their principle. In a situation like this, I understand the reason why MAZI NNAMDID KANU always asks us to remain a law-abiding citizen. But some people, they are acting otherwise because they are paid agents in order to make IPOB to look as bad as Nigeria. That is not the principle that will counter the principle of, what places us where we are. So now let us continue with the reading. Onyendu also took some time to express his anger and grave disapproval of the heinous act of destruction of the country home of the elder statesman and President General of Igbo Social-Cultural Group, Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, Professor George Obiozo. He describes the said destruction as cowardly and barbaric and condemns it in very strong terms. He further described it as uncharitable, nothing that the said elder statesman has been in the vanguard of behind the scene. I don't think you get it. I don't think you get it. Nothing that the said elder statesman has done, has been in the vanguard of behind the scene endeavors. Something like he is doing some work behind the scene. Something like he's doing some work behind the scene. Discussion and negotiation, all aimed at the exploring and the implementing the option of a political solution as a parallel way of ending the prevailing state of affairs. He declares that the perpetrators of the heinous act shall not be forgiven, and went ahead to direct that all persons who were in any way involved in committing the dastardly act be fished out forthwith. He reminds Chineke to be internally conscious of several atrocities committed on our land by strangers whose primary objective is to destroy and plunder our land, and then turn around to falsely accuse our people. Are you paying attention? I hope you are paying attention. Which is the activities of Asare Dokubo as well. I don't know if you are picking up something here. If you remember the activities of Asare Dokubo and his hoodlums, also, they are part of this game. They are part of this lamentation. He further notes that Professor Obiozo has been a commendable ally since his incarceration in June 2021. And made the point that he is not an enemy of Chineke, that being so, the elder statesman should be protected and encouraged for speaking up against the several multifaceted ills meted out both to him and to Chineke. as a whole. He further notes that the elder statesman has been instrumental in the regular presence which members of Ohanes and Igbo has shown in all court appearances of Onyendu. This sociocultural group has steadfastly and consistently made legal representation in the criminal proceedings pending against Onyendu at the Federal High Court, Abuja. Onyendu remains, appreciative and internally grateful to that body for this commendable gesture. Further, Onyendu points out that it was at the instance of Professor George Obiozo that a delegation of Igbo elders led by a former governor of Anambra State, His Excellency Dr. Chukwu Emeka Ezife, consistently showed visible presence in all his appearances in court and has gone ahead on several occasions to attempt to pay him visit at the DSS headquarters, which attempts were frustrated by the personnel of DSS. Onyendu wants that our elder statesmen should be protected at all time and that monsters desecrating Igbo land should be fished out, whatever they are, and severely punished in order to serve as deterrent to their ilks. Now, Onyendu further declares that IPOB remain peaceful, non-violent, self-determination group which completely, detest and abhor any form of violence. He therefore urges Chineke to continue to be law-abiding and remain focused on the objective of the group. He urges the followers to shun violence and remain peaceful in their agitation for a permanent liberation of Chineke from the shackle of bondage and the stranglehold on the development that have held them from attaining their fullest potentials as special creatures of Chukwu Kikabiama. Onyendu remains grateful to millions of these teaming fans and supporters for their steadfastness and unwavering resolve to achieve their objectives. He urges millions of Chineke to come out and contribute effort in clearing the debris in the burnt country homes of George Obiozo. Anytime he indicates interest in commencing work, Onyendu further calls on people of good conscience and well-to-do Chineke to assist elder statesmen rebuild his country home whenever he expresses the desire to do so. Finally, Onyendu urges Chineke throughout the world to pray, fervently and ceaselessly for him, even as the adjourned date for his next court appearance draws near. Thank you, Chineke, and remain blessed. Sign, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor, ESQ. So that is how the message came to us by MAZI NNAMDID KANU. And the reason why I decided to read this message and read all of them is because you can understand when we tell you that we need to be more diplomatic in a situation like this. We must be more diplomatic than being more, emotional or trying to, speak things because you think you can speak them on social media. That is exactly what is going on. In this situation, we are not going to allow ourselves or bring ourselves so low, the same way that the Nigeria government brought themselves so low in order to go and rendition MAZI NNAMDID KANU. Because this case is now eating them up. This case is now trying to swallow them. They are drowning, trying to hold on something. That's exactly what they are doing. because they never see what they are experiencing today coming. They never saw it coming. They believe it is just go there, we do it without Kenya government. No, we will take care of everything. We will bribe the people who need to be bribed. But they don't know that IPOB is more formidable, more diplomatic. IPOB is more intelligent than anything put together in that neo-colonial malfunction called Nigeria. Because the reason why I tell you this is because they believe that once they capture MAZI NNAMDID KANU, the voice is down. Once they capture MAZI NNAMDID KANU, no one will be able to speak for him. Or everybody will say, hey, they captured him, now we are scared. No, it does not work like that. It does not work like that. We are going to be fighting until police arrives. That's the orientation. We keep fighting until police arrives. We keep debunking the atrocities of the evildoers in these nations of Africa until police arrive, until we get what we want, in a simple terms. Because at the end of the day, emancipation of the people must happen. Because what goes up must surely come down at some point in life. So now they want us to be like them. They want us to behave like them. They want us to be, to be low life like them. That's why the reason why infiltration come to IPOB. And if you understand the preaching of this infiltration, if you understand, they tell you they don't want to hear these things, this message that MAZI NNAMDID KANU sent. They don't want to hear it because they are not following. What they want to hear is kill Tibo Zobo so that you will indict yourself. You will be, remember that in these things that is going on, the reason why the Nigeria government is trying all their possible best to present us to be the violent people, to present us to be the criminals, to present us to be what we are not, is because they know that they have indicted themselves, and they're looking for one way or the other to say that we are on equal yoke. We are not on equal yoke. We are peace-loving people. We are formidable people. We are disciplined above all. There is no way we can be on equal yoke with Nigeria. They are promoting the agenda of neocolonialism to oppress her people, enrich themselves, kill them if they talk, arrest them, incarcerate them, rendition them when they complain, because they don't have to complain. They are black. Black men is not born to, express their feelings. And the way to make them not to express their feelings is whoever that rise up, make sure you shut them down, but not this generation. Something they don't understand is that they are doing their best to do what they are asked to do, but they don't understand what time is it. When you suppress one another rises up. No matter how much you people want to do work against this struggle, you will never win. I have never seen truth rising high above lie. I have never seen truth being defeated. Rather, I have never seen lie, rising high above the truth. Even though it takes time to adjust, we are truthful. We are the truth. We are the light. You people are the darkness. You are waiting for us to come in that you may see. So if we decide not to come in, you will be in the darkness. And that is how it is. And that is the reason why you are trying to overshadow us with your darkness. And it is not going to work anymore. That is how, to your greatest surprise, America sponsored Buhari political campaign. They sponsored it. None of you knows about it. You don't even see the significance or the importance of who sponsors the political campaign of anybody that is called a leader in Nigeria. But let me bring you this video to make you understand that MAZI NNAMDID KANU knows exactly what he is saying, even while he is there. he said that they will, there are people who will present themselves to do heinous crime in order to blame it on us, in order to blame it on IPOB. Just like what they have been trying to presenting a child in the name of ESN. After that failed, they now start burning elder statesmen's houses. And you will believe, with what these people are bringing up or portraying or presenting. When this type of things happen, we shut up. We don't even sympathize with them. The reason why we don't sympathize with them, they are part of the people who place us where we are today. But that is not our mission. That is not our mission. We have a mission. We have a mission. And that mission can never be diverted in the name of autopilot. It can never be diverted in the name of Edo. It can never be diverted by the enemy. We must continue in that mission. That command and control is the, something that makes this our mission more formidable. And we will never deviate from it. So now, let me bring you this video so that you will understand there are people out there. Asare Dokubo, politicians. Asare Dokubo, of course, he is sponsored by politicians. They have their people in the media, which you know as to be, infiltrators, the autopilots today, advocating for war, unprepared war, advocating for war, which they don't have the capacity, to engage right now. So that is now, let us present you this video so that you will hear.
And the Henry Menos of I won a course. Okay. One economy. A talk on the equal as you come can age the game boy for the Zagon. Ebo ne kunuji.
Yes, laboratory.
Go there, Wunuji.
Yeah, but short ego.
Short, so or cartridge can they use?
Cartridge.
English.
English,
you can use.
I hope you are understanding. Those of you who are not able to understand what is going on here, I am going to explain to you. These are the people who are called the unknown gunmen. This is one of them. This is one of them. The people who are going around, making sure that IPOB's name, ESN name is brought to mud. These are what part of them. They will mask themselves as unknown gunmen, going to carry out a mission sent them, a mission that was, given to them by the politicians, a mission that is given to them by Asare Dokubo and cohorts. These are part of them. These are one of them. He is captured. He is captured. Now, they are interrogating him. I want you to use your, pay very good attention. You will hear when they tell him, so you guys are the reason why they are bringing the ESN's name to the mud. They are bringing ESN's name, dragging it into the mud because of this, criminal element that the politicians are releasing in our land, fighting a political war in the name to name it on IPOB and ESN. And they will tell you that these are unknown gunmen. Even though, the activities of unknown gunmen, I have never, the reason why I don't talk about it is because they have their own brand name. They call themselves unknown gunmen. It does not have anything to do with IPOB, ESN, or anything. They have their own brand, and they never, mask themselves in the name of IPOB. That is the reason why I don't interfere most of the time. But when they are doing things now to drag our name into the mud, that's where we come in. This is one of them. Listen and understand what we are talking about.
Pump action, pump action. All the
This the pump action, maybe R40. Pump action is the same gun. When you catch them with it, AIT will tell you the people who are, suspected to be the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra and the ESN. They are the ones who are, committing all this crime. Because number one, they will come dressing like ESN. Number two, they, because of the gutter media we have in the zoo, they do not go and conduct their investigation thoroughly. Whichever thing they ask them to report, they report it. But they are African independent television. This is one of these guys. You see, he is captured. I want you to pay attention. AIT, pay attention. All of you who are going around, even BBC will pay attention, because you people don't understand Igbo, English. You people will understand this Igbo that he is speaking. Pay attention for you to know the news that you people need to be carrying out. Not the news that unverified news, you people are going about, presenting to the public. And the public, gullible ones, will believe you guys. Listen to him very well.
Now bye. And the Henry Nemeno survive one course.
Everything that is happening around their home, around Biafra land, they are the ones causing it. All these things they tell you is ESN. They are the ones causing it. That was what that guy asked him. Pay very good attention. He asked him, how many is in your group? He said there are 3 in their group. Listen. In this particular group that is being caught now, because they segregated themselves in different groups. Listen.
They captured
2. I remain in this. This is the last one in this particular group. That's what he said here.
Yes, yeah, but short ego.
Short, or cartridge you can use.
Cartridge.
English.
English.
English. You can use. Pump action. Pump action. All the Konime to now. All the Nemo to pump action.
Did you see whenever they capture them, they present them with that pump action? I don't know if it is R40 or whatever it is called. They will present it and they will tell you it's ESN. And some people who don't reason, who are even worse than the gutter media house, they will start promoting it. Tell you, yes, it is ESN. Because you are always looking for a way that you will prosecute ESN. You are envy about ESN because they eliminated the terrorists in our bushes. That is the reason why whenever it occurs, you say it's ESN. It is ESN. Look at them. Look at them. Instead of the Nigeria security operatives to work and be investigative, they will not. Easiest way out is to label it on ESN. Look at this boy. Look at him. Now he is being captured, confessing. He have a pump action. He has a pump action rather. He has a shotgun. So now listen more. Now he is asking him, who shot dead the military man? Who shot dead the military man? He said it's the other one. It is the other one. You remember that, you will understand exactly where the lamentation of MAZI NNAMDID KANU is coming from. The reason why I started by reading that lamentation, so that when I present this, you will understand what exactly is going on in Biafra land. These are the reason why when they are being sent, they will commit all manner of atrocities, all manner of atrocities, because there are people who claim already that they are MAZI NNAMDID KANU's disciple, who is, telling them, do this, do that, do that. When you find this type of people, now it will be coming back to IPOB. It will be coming back to MAZI NNAMDID KANU because he spoke it. And some people are carrying it out. I hope you are paying attention on the psychology they are using. One is speaking it, the other ones are on the ground, bringing out criminals so that it will go back to what that person spoke under the mask of we are disciple. That's what is going on. Listen.
Listen to me. I don't see you.
They are telling you that he is a bubago. They will mask themselves as unknown gunmen. Go and terrorize Biafra land communities. They will do that. At the end of the day, even people who they just use the easiest way out, ESN. Let us round it up because I have few things. I don't want to spend more time. I don't want to spend more than 2 hours. We're already here for 40 minutes.
Hey, Bubago, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
He is asking him that vehicle they confiscated from somebody, that vehicle they grabbed from somebody. How did you take the vehicle from that person? Remember, they tell you that it is ESN. They are going about kidnapping people. They are going about bringing cannibalism, just like Hope Uzodinma. I'm bringing him also. Because when they present all these things in order to bring military to reduce our population, because that is the essence of another reason why they are doing this. Now, they will commit this crime. Hijack people's cars. They're now taking cars from people. They would steal their cars, use it to go to operation, maybe go dump it somewhere. Tomorrow, Gotham Media will tell you ESN and IPOB. Listen very attentively.
Okay, we deal with you. Pop action and Baraka. I know the good man knows that. Madonna Kunubu knows that. Madonna Kunubu knows that. Nubu na bugo other time. All no abula. Madonna Kunubu. Madonna Kunubu.
He is asking him how many people have they killed, and they've been chasing after these people from different states, from different places. They've been chasing after them. They will go free. They will kill military, they will kill police. These are them. Tomorrow they will tell you the Bubago or Bubatolo. Are you paying attention? When someone will be on the media talking, the other, like Asare and others will be on the ground, presenting them to link it with the media, to now bring it back against IPOB and MAZI NNAMDID KANU. Are you understanding the analogy and the psychology there? Listen very much.
For the motor. Onuga yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, this morning. Yes. And don't know one in the mother. Unuya pleasure. And I said no the Eastern security. No.
Did you hear that? It is actually the Eastern Security Network now is doing the job of police to exonerate themselves, to make you know that they are not the criminal. To show the world that all this, propaganda that you've been labeling against them, that they are not the one. Police will not do investigation just like this. They will never. The only thing police will do, we engage fight with Eastern Security Network. Give it to AIT. AIT report it. The easiest way out. That's what they do. But look at it. Are you seeing it? When we tell you that Eastern Security Network is created to defend the walls of Biafra land, and they are doing it diligently. They are doing it diligently. You will come and tell us they are recruiting a child. They are recruiting this and that. Are you listening? Are you paying attention for tomorrow? Because what we are doing is that tomorrow when you come, we present to you facts and figure to back up our whatever that we have told you. Because what we tell you today is the same thing we are going to tell you tomorrow. That is the reason why we are making you to hear it. They are putting Eastern Security under pressure. These are them, criminal elements. Just like when you came out to protest, they will release their hoodlums to go and counter your protest, to steal, the momentum, to now divert the protest into criminality. That's exactly the same approach that they are using here. Listen, let's finish it and go to something else.
Well, unu ga-eshi from una look here. Unu eshi obodo unu bata na Enugu State. Na-emebi Enugu State. Mezie ugbo ọka. Ime ugbo ọka na ugbo ọka ekwulola. Na anyị nwe ekwulola isi ga ala ụlọ. You can never sleep now. You can never sleep. Because na ọgwụ kalịla ọgwụ. Ọgwụ kalịla ọgwụ. Anyị nwe nwule n'iyi na nwaanyị ọbụla nọ na ba izu oli na ya ana. Money he go outside country. Ije mana ọlụ gị kwụrụ. Ije n'obodo oyibo Ebonyi na Enugu State abụlụ.
He's actually from Ebonyi State. He's actually from Ebonyi State. Are you seeing what is going on? Are you seeing the connection? Are you connecting the dots? When one person in the media will be out there or will be there, we are MAZI NNAMDID KANU's disciple, and they will be inciting it, calling on them, go after this person, go after that person. Then the politician will take advantage of it. Plus the ones that they are hashing themselves, they take advantage of it in order, because now he is making the job easy for the DSS. He is making the job easy for the politicians to now tell you or to now prove to you that we are the criminal. They want to replace their criminality. They want to impose their criminality on us by fire, by force. But we cannot let that happen. There is no way that a dog will steal from a person who is at alert, who is awake. That is the end of the video. I hope you heard it, and I hope you understand it. So when MAZI NNAMDID KANU come to tell you, be the law-abiding citizen, because he knows, he is experienced, he saw or he see what is to become of whatever act or what utterances that you make. He knows that this Nigeria government will always find a way to navigate through your utterances, to find a way to to use whatever that you have presented against you. And that is the reason why the infiltration is very strong, and their sponsor is very strong, and they release people to give them the biggest support. And that's what is going on. Obey the last order. Obey the last order. How can you be my disciple but you cannot listen to my command? How can you be a disciple but you cannot take orders from me, but you call yourself a disciple? Even the time of Yeshua, when his disciples, when he left, when he went to pray, his disciples still walk on his footsteps. Listen to the instruction that he gave to them. He told them, I will send you a comforter. I will send you a comforter. at the end of the day, if you cannot listen to me, how will you, acknowledge my comforter? Most important thing that I am saying here is that IPOB, ESN, we are not violent people. We are not criminals. We want our freedom. We want to, go back to what God called us, not what a white man and a woman from Britain came and they say, you are now called a nigger area. It is not what we want to answer anymore. We want to find ourselves. We want to, liberate ourselves. We want to be whom we are. We want to go back to our ordinary. And there is no way we are going to do it, in the midst of bigots, in the midst of those who doesn't like us, those who are bringing, they are bringing, their shadow is oppressing, their shadow is now, oppressing and suppressing our light that's supposed to shine upon Africa. That is the reason why whenever you see us preaching, we are preaching something that will liberate Africa. We are preaching anything that will liberate Africa. It depends on where you want to fit in our teaching, in our preaching. Because we are, we know that it is time for Africa to emancipate, to be free. It is time for Africa to be saved from the activities of neocolonialism. Not when somebody stand up to speak against, evil from the Western world against Africa. That person becomes a boogeyman, a bad guy. No, we need to come out and, go back to what we were. That's the only way we are going to understand whom we are and how we are supposed to live. So MAZI NNAMDID KANU said you should be a peace-loving person and you should condemn whatever that happened to John Obiozor's house, even though he is, he's made a lot of, he's been working according to how we see it, But however, the command is here and we must adhere to that command. Except if you are not part of this struggle, you can go ahead and preaching actually promoting the agenda that was given to you by the agendists, because that's what they do in the name that we are in the same freedom fighting with them. No, we are not. There is something that is different from me and you, and that thing, it is like from here walking down to to Nigeria. We are different people. We have different agenda. My agenda is to to get freedom for my generation. My agenda is to make sure that the people who died prior to 1967 till date, that they did not die for nothing. My agenda is that some people, when they are dying, they said, go and get us Biafra. We are not going to disappoint them. We will get them Biafra. That is our agenda. And there is a way to do it in this present situation, in this present time. We are not in the third industrial revolution or second industrial revolution era. We are in the fourth industrial revolution. We are in the 5th generation of telecommunication. So everything, you can be told to move with time, but you don't understand what time is it. You keep moving with the time they tell you to move with, but you don't understand that things need to be done differently while the time is changing. Because telling you that I want to study those who were freedom fighters from that time, our situation and theirs is not the same. our situation and American situation is not the same. Our situation is that power from the pit of hell is fighting us. Power from high places is against us, looking for a way we are going to make a mistake. Why do you think Obama interfered with Nigeria election? Why? You haven't asked yourself why. Power from high places is what places us where we are today. So if you have ears, you listen to it. Those who does not have ear, they should keep wallowing in their ignorance. And I want to, there is something here, that I want to present to you right now. There is something, like I told you, there was something that I started investigating on. And I made a bit of a progress. Let me present to you this, what you will see from the beginning of this video, because I hope we have, given you a full analysis of MAZI NNAMDID KANU lamentation against the heinous crime people are committing with the name of IPOB, or masking themselves that, that they are IPOB. You have heard that. So anybody who is preaching and telling you nonsense, telling you go after this person, go after that person is the enemy of this struggle. We are under command and control. And that person, the commander, is the only person who knows what next to do. The commander. He is the only man who knows what next to do. They want him to stay there for so long so that they will keep gaining momentum. They will keep gaining momentum. That's exactly what they want. Onyoma Jubi. Akachukwu dia. Amaram, this is Ake Ekwensu that you are presenting here. I have seen your work. Your name is Akachukwu dia, but you are presenting Ake Ekwensu. So let us continue. We must continue. So now let me bring to you this, because now I was asking myself, what type of, how is nepotism playing out in Nigeria? Nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. But, when I saw this, I've been seeing this and I've been trying to bring one or two together. I don't know if it is me. Have you seen the similarity between the chairperson of EFCC and the Attorney General Malami? Have you seen the similarity between these two? I don't know if you have noticed any similarity. They are right in front of your screen. Have you noticed any similarity? And, this EFCC chairperson, this young guy, was recommended by Attorney General. And I am actually believing that there is a relationship between these two, because if you look at them, they look alike. And now I went further to investigate their biography. I found out that these two people, they are coming out from the same Kebbi state. They are both from Kebbi state. Attorney General Kebbi state, EFCC chairman Kebbi state. And the Attorney General was the person who actually recommended the EFCC chairman. Nepotism playing out in Nigeria, that some of our elite, the ones you call stakeholders, they will come and tell you one Nigeria when they are never been included in anything that they do in Nigeria. They've never been included. And after this appointment of in 2021, after the appointment of this Aburadim or whatever, the EFCC chairman, but through the recommendation of Attorney General of Federation of Nigeria, now the man in Aso Rock had a closed door meeting with the two of them. The closed door meeting, the outcome of that closed door meeting is not yet, confirmed. After that, I began, like, you will understand that after that closed door meeting, that's when they started plotting. They started plotting. They are politicians. They are all politicians. If you understand it, Attorney General even want to be a president at some point. He want to be a president. These two people, if care is not taken, they are siblings. If care is not taken, they are siblings. That is all I can tell you. And, under their relationship, there is something that they committed. There is something that they committed. Let me try to read that before, the voice note which of what they committed, which Attorney General made them to, okay, let me read it. Leaked audio from anti-graft agency EFCC, EFCC operative exposes how Attorney General Malami ordered unfreezing of big cases bank account. Unfreezing of big cases bank account. The EFCC operatives was discussing with one Abdul Bari Yusuf, a younger brother to a retired Rear Admiral and former director of Navy account, Tahir Yusuf, who was facing charges of corruption. A leaked audio of an operative of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Mohammed Idris, has revealed how the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, compromised cases of corruption in the country. Malami had recommended the appointment of the current EFCC Abdurrashid Bawa to President Mohamed Buhari in February 2021. Yes, in February 2021. After that, they had a closed-door meeting. Now, the leaked video, I actually have the leaked video, but it was speaking in our Hausa language. The leaked video was speaking in Hausa language, which, you will not, those who will understand Hausa will understand it. Those who understand Hausa language will understand the leaked video. For you to see the level of corruption, nepotism, when you give them power, they use nepotism. They will bring in the people, their siblings, that will work with them in order to cover up when they want to do crime. They know that they will bring them together. They will come together to do their crime. At the end of the day, no question will be asked to anybody. They will go scot-free, because remember, they employed each other. They implement, they know that they are working together. That is what is going on in Nigeria. And this same country is the same country going about prosecuting innocent people, calling them criminals, arresting people without conducting investigation, unlawfully arresting people, unlawfully detaining people, unlawfully killing people, shooting at sight. But their crime is bigger than every other crime in the world. The criminal who prosecute the innocent, jungle justice, they will do it on the innocent. Let me play that leaked audio. Then those who understand Hausa will hear it.
I'm noticing is poorly prepared. Gaskiya is not so appeal. It will not enable the court above to set aside the decision of the lower court. It's not strongly prepared. Lawyer Gaskiya is He does not know much.
Okay.
Wallahi, he does not know much.
To yanzu kana da wanda zai iya mana prepare ne in ya so ko mu sallame shi. Ka gane? Ko abin da za su kakkara in ya so sai mu ba su as advice mu ce gashi nan mun yi reason observation kaza mana so a ƙara kaza kaza.
Yes. Ina da lawyer because ba yawan lauyoyin ba ma ba su iya yin koyi ba. In Kanu a gabi ne, da Kanu a gabi ma zai iya ɗaukan matan ma gaba ɗaya ya yi abin a court of appeal. Kanu a gabi, SAN.
Ya haka kace.
Amma wannan Kanu a gabi is the best criminal lawyer a Nigeria.
Ya haka kace but the major thing.
Abin da ya sa hannu a cikin ma EFCC ma they are afraid. Judges are intimidated kowa shi.
To ka san shi amen nan wannan ne ya haɗa mu da shi.
Malami shi ne ba da ma kuma a bar shi.
To ka gani in ba ka ba go for him ai.
Really, Kanu a gabi is the best wallahi.
Yanzu why not ka samu mana mana wanda kake so ya rubuta something abin da kuke so.
Okay, briefing.
In kuka rubuta.
Okay, let's go appeal.
In ya so shi organ sai mu sa shi ya ƙara presenting masu lauyoyin ya ce ga yadda yake so what did it in ya so sai
okay zan yi magana da wani lawyer because akwai wani lawyer a nan Lagos gaba akwai lawyer a nan a Lagos wani yaro ne that's like 40 or 42 years old. He's the only one da yake iya battling na abubuwan EFCC. This is what he does. Kuma most of the lawyers are Abuja senior advocate ma suna consulting din shi but he's not a senior advocate just a lawyer. Kasan yawanci ba su da lokaci ba sa yi da kansu sai su ɗauki yaran su wanda ba abun ba suke ba su yin abun. Su ba su da lokaci sai damuwar su abun kuɗi. Yes.
So I am going to leave it here because, of course, those who understand Hausa can even write it on the comment section to confirm what we are saying. That's how they go about unfreezing big cases account, just like the way Obiano is arrested today. If it is somebody that is from their side, they will just, instead of freezing their account, they will unfreeze their account in order to get their own share of the money that they have looted in the position or they have looted from the state. Somebody said actually that this guy, Abudrasid or Budrashid, is the son of Attorney General Malami. It is possible. It is 100% possible. It cannot be a coincidence. Both of them, they look alike. Both of them, they come from Kebbi State. He is the one who recommended him. It cannot be a coincidence if you say that they are father and son. It could be possible. You can see the similarity. At the end of the day, nepotism is ravaging Nigeria, and there is no way, there is no country that practices nepotism that move forward. No country on earth that practice nepotism that move forward, because they will end up bringing incompetent people, just place them there ceremonially to carry out their crime, to carry out their activities. You will call them, you see that guy that you just arrested, just release him. You're otherwise act like you're arresting him. Those are the type of, the way it is happening in Nigeria. Look at it. They go about because it is another person from their clan, from their side. They unfreeze their account. They are now enjoying what they have stolen from the state, which is, that when they go about telling you that we are arresting this person from the north, we are arresting that person from Kebbi State, we are arresting that person from Sokoto, all of them, it is all about, believe you me, audio arrest or media arrest. They do media arrest on the people who commit crime in the north. But if you find anybody from the east, be it a politician, you see the Obiano, that is the real arrest. But when it is somebody from Ekiti State, somebody from wherever they are, Kebbi State, it will become a media arrest. At the end of the day, they'll go from the back, still give them what they want, take their own share. Cover them up. They cover up their people. Our people is all over the place selling us for pittance. Selling us for pittance. Going out there, kneeling down for Fulani. Are you seeing what is going on? When they come to power, they choose all their people. Nepotism. Choose all their people. Place them there. The people that will do their bidding. The people that will do their dirty. Because they will never choose somebody who is not going to be willing to work. They will choose incompetent people. They will choose selfish people. Just place them there. Tell them, even if you don't know what we are doing, we are going to back you up. All we need you is to be there. Whenever we send you some document, just sign it and send it back to us. That's how it works in Nigeria. That is how it works in Nigeria. Nepotism. Nepotism. That's what is going on, and that is what we have, we have seen, and we tell you that there is no way something good that will come out of this Nigeria that you have seen today. Nothing, except for you, mostly that something that will be beneficial to you as a young people. You see, you that is growing as a young people, waiting for this ASU strike or to be over so that you go back to school. That school you are waiting patiently to go back to when the striking is over. Almost a year now, strike has been on, or more than a year, if I am not mistaken. I can't just tell because I'm not there. But I know that there is a strike for students. Now, after that, a subject you're supposed to read or course you're supposed to read for 4 years, strike will extend it to 7 years. Strike in between extends it to 7 years. Your age is getting, you are being of age. The time you're supposed to be, be in your office working or being creative or innovative out of what you have acquired from your education. Now you will still be there saying, I have not finished school. Can I get a part-time job? Can I start a menial job? You will be doing menial job. Your life will be wasted. 50 years, you are still doing menial jobs. That's how they projected you to be. Now, because the people who are supposed to be giving you, that is supposed to be giving you service delivery, they are practicing nepotism. And that nepotism will never allow them to deliver any service to you. They will loot all the money. They will steal it for themselves. They will use it and enrich themselves. When their people commit crime, they give them a media arrest. Media arrest. They will just present it. We've just arrested Abubakar, do this and that. Tomorrow they will go behind the closed door, release him, give him all the benefit that he deserves. But when they arrest some people from the south, especially south, old eastern region, they will make sure that they prosecute you. You have a jail time. They will freeze some of your accounts. That's how it works in Nigeria. And you believe there is a future for you there. That is the reason why when we see all these so-called celebrities going to promote politicians that made them, gave them a bad name, you will, want to go south on them. But let us proceed. Let me touch on what Hope Uzodimma said, because from the initially what we said, Hope Uzodimma is actually trying to bring more military to Imo State to kill our people. And that is the reason why you find all these type of people that I showed you previously, that they are coming to commit crime in the name of ESN and IPOB. And that is the reason why, because Hope Uzodimma is a willing tool of Fulani. Let us listen to this, him bragging. Yeah, of course, you know that president sent for me. Him bragging people who went and saw president, and since you went to see president, now we will start now being scared of you. Let us hear what he has to say about him going to see president. He went to see president actually to bring more army of conquest to kill the people of Imo State.
Heard that the president sent for me, and I've gone to see him, and raised some issues which we have adequately addressed, particularly the resurgence of insecurity in the southeast, and
the resurgence of insecurity in the southeast. That's always what they will name it, in order to bring military to come into people's villages, come into communities, start shooting people, start shooting sporadically all over the place. That's what they do. They can never change from it. It is, it is a systematic way of killing you, and they, after killing you, they will give themselves credit. Of course, president sent for you. President sent for you, and I have gone to see him, President Boy, errand boy of Fulani. They have sent for you, you have gone to see him. Now you talk about insecurity, resurgency of insecurity. Insecurity that is in Imo State today. You are, there was election carried out in Imo State. You are the third person, third, not even second. Supreme Court now made you the winner of election. The person who come first in the ballot box, they did not give him to, they claim that it is no longer the people's choice. Oh, that's what exactly they proved. It is no longer the people's choice. It is the people in power choice, not individual choice. But they tell you there is democracy. That is the insecurity that is all over the place in Nigeria, for your own information, so that you will know. The reason why we are lamenting this is to make you, the member of the public, to understand what we are passing through, that we are not coming out to speak or to, bring our lamentation to the public domain just because of doing a sake, or just because we like crying. No, we don't love crying. We are presenting it the way it is. Listen, to understand the systematic way of bringing army of conquest to come into the land and start shooting at communities, going rampage on communities. That's how it is. Oh, somebody is actually confirming on the comment section that this guy was the fourth after election. Fourth position after election. Now he turned out to be the first. Miracle that does not happen in other countries. It only happened in Nigeria. Nepotism. That's how it is. Now let's listen. Thank you very much.
And what is required to ensure that is properly controlled. We discussed all that, and he took seriously my recommendations, and indeed I can tell you he immediately gave approval to all that, which includes increase in manpower to security agencies, and then other logistic supports ranging from additional arms and ammunition.
Increase in manpower, other additional support, logistics of ammunitions, logistics of ammunitions. Ammunition you are using to kill who? Your people. Are you paying attention? Other logistics support, ammunition you are using to kill who? Your animals, right? Oh. Are you listening? Are you listening? They want to bring more ammunition to give those Fulanese who said they want to come out to help to protect, Imo State. Those who are killing innocent people. Those who are making community to run away from their communities. He went to renew, to bring, because he knows that he is not safe. He never won the election. He was imposed on Imo State people. That is the reason why nobody like him, except the people that he buy. He buy them, he use them to present to the world that people like him. He go around killing millions of our people in Imo State. They want to bring more, provide logistics for ammunition, transporting ammunition to Imo State. Ammunition, yeah, is there any war? Is it the Ukraine? People are crying about Ukraine. That is the reason why you will say that the Western world they are never upright in their judgment. They are never upright in their judgment. These people are killing our people, killing them every day. There is no, casualties that is reported in Ukraine. Casualties that is reported in Ukraine prior to the time they started this war, less than a month, is not even bigger than the casualties that is reported in Imo State every day. Every day. But the whole world is crying, hey, Ukraine, 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 hands off Ukraine. But none of you have heard our cry because we are black. Because we are black from Africa, the land of monkeys. But today, Ukraine, Ukraine, because they are white. That is the reason why the prophecy said that anybody that is found with these people will be dashed. Because God will not show them any mercy. He will not show them any mercy. Our people in North America, start finding your way back to Africa, to fix Africa, to fix Africa. Because in the book of Revelation, he said, come out of her, come out of her. In the book of Isaiah, he said, if you are found amongst them, you will be dashed. They will be slain. The prophecy of Ezekiel is now unfolding. The Magog and the Gog. The wounded lion is risen. Now the dragon, the Magog, they will join suit. When they join suit or when they follow suit, the most important thing you should understand is that what goes around comes around. You are hearing the cry of the Biafrans all over the world, protesting all over the world. Nobody will come out to condemn the activities of Nigeria government against the people of Biafra. They will do all sorts of their crime on our people, kill our people, do cannibalism with our people, use our people to fight political game. Hope Uzodinma and his fellow political aspirant or governorship aspirant, they will be fighting war, killing our people, fighting political war, using our people as a leverage. When they're done killing our people, they will not bring it back to us. He didn't win an election. He was given power. Why do you think he will have peace? Is it not political battle that is unfolding in Imo State? Now, every time he will go and consult with the president, give me more logistics, give me more ammunitions, give me more boots on the ground that will be killing our people, his people. Why don't you resign? If it is in Western world, if you see that the insecurity increased in your regime, you resign. The only thing you have to do, you resign to save lives. But all you people are power mongers, greedy dogs. That's what Bible call all of you, greedy dogs. You went to, of course, you know that president sent for you. You president sent for you. Masquera and Asorok sent for you. You are here, forming.
Also, we are making use of our local vigilante and the involvement of community leaders.
Local vigilante. Another one that they recruited Fulanis. Ebubago na Ebubenkita. Your local vigilante. That's exactly your what you are talking about. Which local vigilante are you talking about? All these, force wings, all of them descending on civilians. What type of a crime are you going to call it? At least we know there is a war in Ukraine. Shoot me, I shoot you. But this time, this one is you saw military going on rampage in communities, armless people, civilians, armless civilians, shooting on communities with machine chain gun. You didn't come to, to talk against it. That is to show you guys the level of injustice being meted on black men in this world. Level of injustice. No one will rise up to condemn it from the top, because you are getting oil. We are paying for the oil that you are stealing in our land, the resources you are stealing in Africa with the blood of African people. That's how it is. How can you come to our support? How can you start protesting on our behalf? Because if you protest on our behalf, we are going to get freedom, and you are not going to be taking our oil for free anymore. Because you value the resources that is coming out of our land more than the lives that owns the land. You come and tell us that Russia is evil. You are evil because you caused the war in Russia. You want to use Ukraine to weaken Russia. And Ukraine is now, because of the gullibility of their president, he is allowing you guys to use him, destroying his country, his land, rising up against his neighbor, his brother, Russia. You came from where you are. You want to bring your, weapon in Ukraine to target Russia. For what reason? Who wouldn't defend their land if they have the capacity? That is a saying that says that whenever a child rises up to look for their own rights, they become bad guys. They become evil child, rather. That's what happened. If you cannot address the insecurity that you are causing in Africa, there is, the insecurity that is going to rise up from the West. The insecurity that is rising up from the West, it will be unbearable. It will be unbearable, because what goes around will always come around. If you people from the West, ordinary people, non-political class, if you don't stand up to start advocating for freedom of a black man, when it happens, remember, you guys have already premonition that we are going to treat you guys the same way you have treated us. You guys have premonition that we are going to kill you guys the same way you have killed us. But we don't have the history of killing you guys. You guys have the history of killing us. One way or the other, systematically, through policy, through foreign interest. You have killed us. Now, you believe that you will keep killing these people without God stirring up somebody from above to oppress you, to give you the taste of your medicine. What you are seeing in Ukraine is a baby. It is just an infant making the plans of God is just, this is a provocation you are seeing in Ukraine. I can see, when I close my eyes, I see the faith of the Western world right in front of me. I see your faith right in front of me. Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh, let my people go. You will not listen. It is imminent. The rain against the Western world is imminent. The rain against the Western world is imminent. The divide and rule strategy that you people have been using to enslave the whole world, it is coming back to you. If you like, you build the sensor missile terminator or the sensor, whatever you call it, whichever weapon you build, it will never save you from what is coming. It is imminent. It is inevitable. Listen to the man that is fourth position during election, who become the leader in the community, in Imo State, in the state, which turned everybody against him. Now he is going on rampage on the community, terrorizing the community to please the masters who place him in that position, because there is a leverage for anything that is given to you in Nigeria. The leverage is our ordinary people who does not have arms. They go about killing them, displacing them. This is not Boko Haram from the north. This is Hope Uzodinma from Imo State, killing her people. Now he want to, bring more forces, more guns and bullets, as if we're in Ukraine. Let us continue.
To ensure that through community arrangement, additional security is provided to the people.
He talks about additional security. This is not additional security. This is additional mass destruction. Additional mass destruction, not additional security. Because what I tell you that when they present, whatever they present to you in the media is quite opposite from what their activities are. Additional mass destruction on the people of Imo State. I am calling the youth of Imo State to be watchful, to be warned, to be, Easter holiday. Easter is coming, fast approaching. That is the reason why they will first of all release the non-entities, those, criminals, to come and do one or two, terrorize the community, that will give them the audacity to bring army of conquest to terrorize the innocent people, to reduce your population. Your voting numbers is being reduced. You never voted him in, so he doesn't need you. All he needs is to kill you, reduce you in order to control you. Agenda of neocolonialism.
Yeah, you recall. Yeah. Well, you recall that a few days ago, the home of the President General of NNAMDID was attacked by bandits.
Was attacked by the same bandit you people are using. The same bandit you people are using, you and Asare Dokubo, and some of the infiltrators on the media, which is making it to sound as if it is connected to us. That's what your system. We understand it perfectly. That is not a coincidence that when they tell you go, you will go against these politicians. You will go against that politician. Then at the end of this going against these politicians, they will, because this shows that these infiltrators in the name of autopilot, they have connection with all these rogues in politics in Nigeria. After they speak it, politicians and Asare Dokubo and others, they will implement it. Now, which will now give them the audacity or the opportunity to bring military army of conquest, so-called repented Boko Haram in our land to destroy and kill and displace our people. Then you will be chanting for them. You are doing great. Autopilot at the side of the truth. A willing tool. A willing tool. That's exactly what they are. If you cannot use your tongue to count your teeth, you better start using it. Why is it that when they speak it on media, somebody there will act it on the ground? Another move will be made by one governor in order to come bring Boko Haram in a military uniform to kill and displace communities, rape the ones they will rape, which they will not report. What is the difference between that Fulanization, the conquest of Uthman Danfodio? What is the difference between that? You will not understand. We are live, we are direct. We are live and we are direct. It is 25 minutes on top of the hour. We are live on Facebook at Judge Money Blog. We are live on YouTube at Judge Money Blog Africa. We are live on Twitter. We are live on Twitter at Judge Money Blog or at Judge Money C on Twitter. We are live as well. So share this video and make this gospel of freedom for mankind to reach to the right people. And we must continue. Let us continue.
And the same night, the police station in Umuguma, Warri West, was also attacked. And for a very long time, if you remember, we've never had such a situation. And this happened at a time that our people already relaxed and thought that insecurity has become a thing of the past. But to the glory of God, the security agencies rose to it. The second day, they were properly repelled by security agencies, particularly men of the Directorate of State Service. They've been very useful working with other security agencies. And
men of Directorate of Service, and after repelling with their bandits, they will come and give AIT. Go and report it is ESN. Go and report it is ESN. The chief security of the state is now saying it's something different from what AIT is reporting. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? When we tell you it is Gota Media, you will not understand. But now listen to confirm how Gota Media AIT is. Listen to confirm that incident that we did the exposition on Sunday. Listen to it.
We didn't also wait. We initiated a community-oriented program where the vigilante approach has been reenacted, and the community leaders have shown sufficient interest. And we'll get there. I know that the banditry and the crisis ravaging the country, I have said times without number, the one in Imo State in particular, is politically contrived. And we are working.
The one in Imo State is politically contrived, which means what AIT reported on Saturday or Sunday evening is a false information. It is a false information telling you it is the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra ESN. That was what AIT. Let me show it to you so that when we come to debunk this Gota Media and what they are presenting, you will understand. There is some Fulefu that is from Autopilot who told me that I am in abroad warning AIT. For you to know what they are doing. And it is this boy giving me star. Let me show you that what we are saying, because I still have that news. I still have that article. I can even post it on my page, but it is from AIT copyright. Listen to it. Maybe you will be able to read it. You will be able to read it. Look at it. Maybe you will be able to read it. Here, let me read it. Hoodlums suspected to be members of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB Eastern Security Network in the early hours of March 20th, 2020, attacked Omoma police station. Now, this guy is here telling you it is political
security agencies to unravel those behind it. And I'm very confident what we have done so far, that sooner or later, they will be unraveled. Since January 2020, when I came into office, one of the things I initiated was quarterly stakeholders meeting. As a matter of fact, I've had 6 stakeholders engagements. And the purpose of that engagement is to create a platform where leaders will meet, stakeholders will meet, and it will also act as an opinion pool forum to involve our people in governance. And that has yielded a lot of positive results. Arising from that, we have also done one-on-one engagement with some critical stakeholders. For those who are aggrieved, I don't know whether those grievances are against government or against individuals, but those who we think that are part of the political system that are not contributing positively to the current administration, we're also reaching out to them. Of course, I know if anything is anything to go by, some of the reasonable minds have started coming back. If you've been following the politics of Imo State of late, given the revolution we have just deployed to rescue the infrastructure that was almost absent and our achievements so far, it has attracted a lot of support from our people. Leaders from Imo State are together and united in commending our efforts. And if you can go to Imo State.
Leaders are commending your effort. They are together commending your effort. So who are these politicians that you say it is politically contrived? Are they not part of the leaders? Are they not part of the leaders you are talking about? So leaders are together, commending you, giving you your support. Say, then who are those killing our people? Who are those that you claim that insecurity is being contrived by them? Who are those? But you said it, a few seconds ago, you said that it is politically contrived. But now you say that leaders, because the last time I checked, the leaders are politicians. Even the traditional rulers now are politicians. So what are you saying? What is your message? If I may ask, Hope Uzodema, what is your message? Are you confused? Confusion make you kill our people. Are you paying attention?
And be on ground, apart from some dissenting voices that are only on the social media. I think the state is almost recovered and we are doing very, very well. So there's no need at this point in time for people to be aggrieved over what is not in existence. All I urge people to do is to be part of the going concern, contribute your quota towards the development of the state, and support the government of the day.
How can they contribute their quota, which they never had? Why do you want people to contribute what they never had? They never voted you into power. You voted yourself into power through the Supreme Court. Become the enemy slave to kill your people, to reduce the number of those who will bring the voting power. That is the strategy. You made yourself a willing tool. Now you are calling for the people who never liked you, who never voted for you, to contribute their quota. Quota from where? Where are they going to get it? Where, when they don't support you, how do you think they will contribute some? What are you expecting them to contribute? Hatred. Hatred, because you have killed them. You have made some mothers childless. You have made some brothers, fatherless, or make. You have killed many. How many are we going to count and how many are we going to leave under your regime?
To deliver democratic dividends to our people. All these grievances here are grievances there. What is the origin of the grievances? Why are people not able to look at the realities on ground?
The origin of the grievances is the something that you are running away to, to say. Because if you say it, you've blown your cover. You never won Imo State election. You were imposed. They imposed you, or they used you and imposed on the Imo State people. How do you think there will be peace? There can never be peace.
And know that at this point in time, globally speaking, that we must not be left behind as a country. We must not also be left behind as a state. We need to unite ourselves. We need to be realistic with our.
Unite yourself with whom? Unite yourself with believers. Unite yourself with bigots. How are you going to unite yourself with believers? A believer is a person who always believes in their opinion. They will never ever, buy your own. How are you going to unite yourselves? Which brings prejudice, insecurity, envy, and jealousy. How are you going to unite yourself? Different set of bigotries. Different set of bigotries in one place. Call them one people. Now every day, unite. What type of unification are you talking about? Have you ever seen a goat uniting with a chicken? Or have you ever seen a dog uniting with a goat? Or a dog uniting with a cat? It takes same species to unite. Same species, it takes them to unite. You cannot force to unite a goat and a lion, or you cannot unite buffalo and a tiger. How do you want them to blend? It is not possible. So you are calling for a suicidal mission. Because you people know exactly what is the problem. You don't want to face reality. Because the problem that is killing innocent people is, putting food on your table. Is putting money for you to go and loot and bank it outside the country. The structures of neocolonialism. Once it favors you, don't worry about others. They will be fine. After all, they are black people. They don't die easily. They are die hard.
Ourselves. We need to be proactive in making sure that our tomorrow will be better. And I don't know how a government with the peripheral of office available to it, ranging from the army, the police, the air force, the navy, the DSS, the civil defense, will now go for non-state actors to be used for governance. So you should be, as a civilized people, you also represent the elites. So you should be able to advise such minds to reason well and think well, because the only person that officially has power for coercion is government. If anything is to go by, we are a God-fearing government. That is why we have not used force as the only way of controlling the violence in Imo State.
Look who is talking. Look who is talking, speaking from the both side of your mouth. You are God-fearing. God has suffered a lot. Everybody call God. You haven't used violence to, bring solution to insecurity. What about, all these places every day? To the extent that the youth, that people started warning, if you're up to 15 years, you better run away from that community. You have not used violence. It is still the military. So it is not violent. What you have exercised or presented in Imo State is not violent. You want it to be because you don't have drones or you don't have missiles. That is the reason why you say you have not used violence. Because of course I know if you have drones and missiles, you will throw it into the community, and you will not see it as a violence. When you are lying, look at you. You know, if you are intelligent, when you look at him, you will know that he is a joke. He is lying.
I just told you that we initiated the involvement of community vigilante, where community leaders will get involved. As a governor and one man, I sit there in Owerri, looking at things and doing my work. But at the remote villages where most of these things happen, every community has been modeled in a manner that if they are together, they will defend their land. This land doesn't belong to one person.
If they are together, how will they be together when your people are implementing divide and rule strategy? When you go to a community, you divide it because these politicians, they will divide this one, the other one will have the support of this one. How do you think that it will work? Now you are dependent on community to safeguard themselves, but you bring military to rampage, to open fire on the same community. Why are you then bringing military if you know that community will defend themselves? It means that you are killing them for no reason. If you are united, how are they going to be united? But you are the one who is bringing this unity amongst them. Because your oppositions, they will have one party. You will buy one party. Your people will now be clashing. Tomorrow you will say if they will unite.
So community by community, leadership by leadership, they will be able to defend themselves, come together. Even before this time, we are known from the part of the world where I come from in the East. We believe in the town union system. This town union, apart from the traditional institutions, leaders come together, set up a town union. And the purpose of this union is to attract development into the community. Is to not allow only government to be the person providing developmental projects. Through community efforts, a lot of projects have been completed in the Southeast, ranging from town hall, rural roads, electricity, health centers. So it will not stop now. All we can do, any reasonable...
Please, is there anybody from in that comment section who is in Imo State? He said that you are having electricity. He said that there's electricity in Imo State. Is there anybody from Imo State? Please confirm it. Because we don't like to promote propaganda. If there is indeed electricity in Imo State, just like he just mentioned now, please confirm it while we are at it.
Government is to modify and encourage such partnership to be able to have and optimize the result. So tell those people who are of that thinking that they need to review their thinking and think right. You know. Secondly, the APC convention, I don't know what kind of sign you want to see before you know that convention will hold on Saturday. As at yesterday, all the subcommittees have started meeting. The screening committee, the accreditation committee, I'm aware that they're already meeting. The venue is being prepared. So I don't know the kind of machines you want, whether you want caterpillar or bulldozer, to now know that there will be convention. You know, I told you people that APC is the party to beat. Significant improvement in terms of what happened 3 months ago or 4 months ago and what is happening now. For instance, before this time, there was this so-called sit-at-home order. It's no longer happening in Imo State. Today is Monday. You can place a call to your correspondent in Owerri. He will go around, you see that the traffic in Owerri city and the neighboring cities, heavy. Our people have come to terms with the reality, which is only being law-abiding can give us what we are looking for.
Which is what? The sit at home you are talking about, who implemented the sit at home? And what are you actually talking about? Because the sit at home we talked about was maybe 4 or 5 months ago, or even 6 months, 7 months ago, and it was cancelled. So I don't know what sit at home you are bragging about, because we have canceled the sit at home long time ago. You are telling us only becoming law abiding. So you know they are law abiding. Why then did you go to answer president to give you more military, more logistics to transport ammunition? Who are you using this ammunition on? Since our people have now realized that it is only through being law-abiding citizen that will help the situation. So who are you bringing the military for? Who are you bringing the military for?
And we are now following. So, and you cannot deal with the issue of insecurity alone as a governor or as a government. You have to get the collaboration of your colleagues. So in the Southeast, the issue of security transcends political party. So we are meeting as governors at that level, Southeast Governors Forum. But beyond that, I have demanded, my immediate constituency is Imo State. I will also make sure I do my best working with my brothers and sisters in Imo State to ensure that there is peace and people will go about their businesses. That is the essence of government. If you cannot provide an enabling environment for law and order to thrive, then there is no government. So in Imo State, there is a government. And I'm confident that we cannot act like a man whose only tool is a hammer. Because if you think that if you have a hammer as your only tool, everything will become a nail. So you continue to hit everything.
You see the way he is using psychology to run away from what he's become or what he is. Did you see this? Did you see how he put his word? Let me bring it back a bit so that you will hear that. It is interested, because that's what he is. That's what he is doing. That's exactly what he is doing.
At that level, Southeast Governors Forum. But beyond that, I have demanded, my immediate constituency is Imo State. I will also make sure I do my best working with my brothers and sisters in Imo State.
Wow.
To ensure that there is peace and people will go about their businesses. That is the essence of government. If you cannot provide an enabling environment for law and order to thrive, then there is no government. So in Imo State, there is a government. And I'm confident that we cannot act like a man whose only tool is a hammer. Because if
you cannot act like a man who his only tool is a hammer, which your only tool is that hammer. And you see the people of Imo State, the harmless civilians, as well as the nail. And that thing you call hammer is the gun. And everybody now is a criminal. And you shoot at sight. That's what you are trying to say. I hope you heard him. He is defining whom he is in a reverse psychology. That's what he is doing. Defining himself and his regime with a reverse psychology. Listen.
think that if you have a hammer as your only tool, everything will become a nail. So you continue to hit everything you see. So we are divergent in our approach to things. Since this insecurity started in the Southeast, particularly in Imo State, we've never imported any new army command into Imo State. The the artillery brigade in Obinze has been there for over 30 years. And of course, that barrack has remained there with an outpost in Olo and Okigwe. There are three major towns in Imo State: Olo, Owerri, and Okigwe. So in the case of Olo, it's a base, a small base. And we couldn't, I can't remember anybody deploying new soldiers to that Olo. If anything, part of what I'm asking for now is to see whether we can have manpower, additional manpower.
Did you see? Manpower, to see if you will have manpower. You see how constructive these people are, because he knows he can't call it deployment of soldiers. He call it manpower, because if he calls it deployment of soldier, you already know what he is heading at. He calls it manpower, being constructive. Are you paying attention? He is actually planning on those who are coming home for Easter. He is actually planning to make sure that they want to use the opportunity of Easter holiday, Easter celebration. He want to tell you that he will want to make it a place that is going to be conducive for people who are coming home. Use that opportunity to kill people who never, supported him, people who never believe in him, because he's a willing tool to the conquest of Uthman Danfodio.
To Imo State, not soldiers, because maybe if you look at what is going on now, the Department of State Security Service, the Civil Defense, the police, they are trained better to manage civil disturbances.
Oh, only now you realize it. Only now you realize it, because we've been debunking you. Only now you realize that military are not trained to deal with, civil matters. Only now you realize it. Everywhere military all over the place. Is there war? Is there war going on? Only now, the boots on the ground, the same military is the one that this guy is bringing. He is telling you he wants boots on the ground. Boot from where? Boot from where? Making plans for logistics to transport, to bring this military down to the Imo State. He's telling you he is now calling the military boots on the ground, being constructive in making plans to kill you.
So this military only they use for a backup. So the people who actually should deal with this issue of insecurity, according to their training, is the police, the civil defense, and the Department of State Service, Security Service. So we did not do that, but
it is only in Nigeria that security operatives, they don't know their duty, they don't know their department, they don't know their jurisdiction. Only in Nigeria. Military will work the job of a police, civil matter. Military will work the job of civil defense. DSS will work the job of police. DSS will work the job of police. These people, they get their order from president. They get their order from president and attorney general. They will do the duty of police. Police is supposed to deal with civil matters. If there is something that is escalating that the police cannot handle, they can declare a state of disaster or state of emergency, which will now enable military to come in. But any small thing that happens, military will be all over the place. That is the reason why you see them misbehaving, going on rampage, shooting sporadically all over the place, killing people, chasing people away from their homes in Nigeria. No one talks about it. but we are talking about Ukraine. And there is a point I want him to raise before we leave it here because we are done.
I don't want to accuse anybody or condemn social media, because there are also benefits of the social media. But in every event, every program that comes with advantage.
That means you are hearing from us. That means you are getting the message. But the only thing that you can never repent, because you have a handler. You are just a tool. You are hearing from us. You hear our lamentation, but the implementation of it is a problem because you are not the one calling the shot. That's what it is.
Whether it means good or it means bad. Maybe it means good. If I condemn it now, it means I'm condemning the good thing. So maybe you should help me on unnecessary rivalry. We will do our best using the security agencies to arrest those who did the action and to see what security will be able to extract people by the people and for the people. So if you're alone, you're not a government, you're not practicing democracy. So, and don't forget.
He is boring me. He is boring. I am going to leave it here because, he will keep talking the same thing. It is boring. So now, let us conclude and come to the moral of the story that we have here tonight. Nigeria practiced nepotism. Nepotism is what, is making that country not to move forward. Nigeria practiced nepotism. Nigeria is enemy to her people. Nigeria is enemy to the people who place them in power. The structure is made to kill the people. It is a jungle where any animal that is, he make prey with every other animal that he will be able to defeat in a fight. That is Nigeria. And that is how it is created to be. That is the reason why we come every day, we lament, we cry, we say exactly how it is happening. The world must hear our lamentation. They must hear our cry. We are human beings. Black life matters. It's not only in America that Black life matters. It matters in Biafra land. We are Biafrans. We are not Nigerian. The experiment of Britain in 1914 cannot keep us in this, mess. And believe you me, at the end of this battle, we are going to win. We are going to emerge victoriously because we are of the truth. We are fighting a just cause. Regardless of how much you kill us, regardless of how much you try to unlawfully arrest us, regardless of how much you try to rendition us, we are going to win. You can never stop it. If you will be able to catch a wind, it means you will be able to stop IPOB. But if you are unable to catch a wind or catch a spirit, it means you are not going to be able to stop the movement of the people fighting for their freedom and the just cause. We were put together for the benefit of the Western world. We were put together for the benefit of Britain. Now, ordinary people now become the leverage, the catch. You kill them, take your resources, control their fertility rate, make sure they don't have a voting number. You believe that there is nothing about the Western agenda in what all these politicians are doing against our people. Why do you think you protest all over the world? Nothing is being done. Nobody from the Western world that matters ever rose up to condemn the activities of Nigeria against our people. Nobody. Nobody ever woke up to tell you that Biafra is a sovereign state. Biafra is independent nation that was put together during the experiment 1 century ago. We have risen up, no going back. It is Biafra. or everyone will perish. When we speak that word, you don't understand it. It is a spirit. You can't stop it. Nothing. You cannot. If you like, turn people that we have called our own against us. The way you turn them against us, the way we are going to reshuffle, retreat, and now, expose them, because we hold the truth. They hold propaganda and from the agendists. There is no way they will stand tall against the truth that we represent. We are peace-loving people. We have never, we have not engaged yet in all this propaganda and violence you people are creating all over the place, trying to see if you will bring us out to engage. We are trying to be law-abiding. Don't take advantage of that, because if you do, we are not telling you, because we are not, trying to be good people because we cannot be bad. We can be bad, but we want to be good people. And we've been good people. Release MAZI NNAMDID KANU on the 8th of April. Release MAZI NNAMDID KANU. And you don't have any choice. You do not have any choice. You have to do it. You have to do it. And at the end of the day, you will understand. The day Biafra will leave Nigeria is the day Nigeria will understand what Biafra has been preaching about. The day you will understand that power of neocolonialism that is holding you. The day we are going to leave you, you will understand where your problem is. You will realize that it is not about stealing money just like the one from Anambra State and among others. And it's not about practicing nepotism, putting incompetent people to power in order to promote a dead man agenda. What makes you believe that you are a human being able to transition into new things that is going to bring you positive result from the mistakes that you have made in the past? You don't think about those things. All you think about, embezzle the money. We don't need to create job. We don't need to create security. We don't need to create infrastructural development. Just have the money, have the bag of money. A bag of money that you don't know what to do with it. You go to abroad, you buy mansion. You go to UK, you buy house. You go to there, you buy this, you buy that. At the end of the day, you will come home. Meet that you don't understand that word. You bring inflation to your economy. You bring inflation to your economy. You destroy your economy just because you want to be billionaire. They must respect you. They call you different name. You will be bragging. A millionaire wakes up in a smelly environment. A millionaire does not wake up in a noise polluted environment, because all over the place, noise pollution from the generator. The reason why you don't have electricity is still the agenda of neocolonialism. They manufacture generator and sell to you. How do you think they will give you electricity? Or how do you think they will allow you to have electricity so that you will stop buying their generator? All those things, it matters. It matters. You pin yourself down because of a structure somebody who died long time ago placed for you. You are working on it. You call yourself a human being. And you call yourself we move with time. But at the end of the day, you don't understand the time that we are into. to correct the one that you have left behind. I am going to leave it here. Those who have ears, they will hear. Those who does not have, continue playing your politics. You're playing games with your lives. You're playing games with your generation. You're playing games with your children. Because at the end of the day, evil that men do will always come back hunting them. What goes around will always come around. Great Biafrans all over the world, it is a pleasure being with you. And what has beginning will always come to an end. This is the end of the program. Thank you for watching. If you are here newly, kindly invite others to join. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Judge Money Blog Africa. Follow us on Twitter at Judge Money C, or also Judge Money Blog. You follow us on Twitter. We are on Instagram at Judge Money Blog. And share this video, because our voices must be heard for something to happen. There is a saying that says, we are speaking so that when the time of judgment comes, we will have a lot of witnesses. That's the reason why we are doing what we're doing. We are planting a seed. We are planting a seed. We are writing our version. We are writing history. We are writing our Bible. Until we meet again, stay safe and stay informed. Bye-bye.